Good morning, everybody. It is Monday. Welcome to Mer Magic's Motivational Monday card pull. I did this last Monday. I really felt the call to do this. It was amazing. So this week I felt the call to do it again. So for me with readings, I'm learning. I am an oracle reader more than I am a tarot reader. So I'm learning tarot. I've got a lot more tarot cards, but today I really felt pulled to my numerology deck, as well as my beloved Romance Studios deck. Super amazing and wonderful. My bestie actually did this deck. It is Enlightenment with the Elements, as well as Esoteric Astrology. She's got her third deck on the way to print. She's got all the things. I'm so excited for her. Oh my God. And then numerology for me has been really interesting. I see a lot of numbers and synchronicities and stuff like that. And so I'm learning the synchronicities with numerology and messages are like your angels and your guides coming through and sharing messages with you and guidance with you. And, it's really interesting and neat to see whether you Google it or you just allow it to come through and to process, and see what speaks to you, what resonates, what are you feeling, what's going on, what are you working through, and how best to take that. So for me, I don't know, it was really interesting. I'm just gonna kind of start shuffling them. So Spirit, what is our message for the week? What do all of these beautiful souls need to know to help them get through the week? Whoop. Okay, there's one. It's very interesting to step out of your comfort zone and do something totally different. Okay, spirituality. 77. And then when you go 77, it's a 14, which is also then a 5, and 5 is all about change. So changing your perspective on your spirituality and connecting into a healthy routine, making sure that you finding time to balance both the 3D of the physical reality as well as your 5D. Because the 5D stuff is all really great and it's super amazing and we love it and it teaches us a lot and it shows us a lot and it helps us grow. We also need to be able to bring that into our 3D reality because we are human. Self-love. It's time to love yourself, guys. Self-love, reverse, so bring it in, which is 61, so it's a 7. Right? 77, spirituality. Find the things that speak to your soul, that ignite the fire inside and help you feel worthy of love for you and for nobody else. Because you are worthy of that, I buy myself flowers and I've taken myself out on dates and I'm learning to speak my truth and be open and to understand and to slow down and to recognize that it's okay. It's okay for you to be where you are and it's okay for you to not be ready and it's okay for you to leadership, lead the path. You are so in control. Leadership is stepping into that leadership role, stepping into the spotlight of your own life and who you are and who you came here to be and owning that and letting go. An 8 plus a 1, so an 81 is a 9, and 9s are all about endings. Let go of those old habits, let go of those past beliefs and pains and sufferings and unworthinesses and everything, and lead your own life. Lead the future of your own life. You are so divinely worthy and so ready. And yes, I am heating the own fucking mirrors, Miss Melissa. If ever you were watching this, I love you. I You are the star of your own movie, and you hold the ability to be able to make that like whatever you want it to be. All right, so that is those three. So we've got, I'm not really feeling those anymore because now we're going to move into the Romax Studios. So spirituality, what does spirituality look like to you? Right? Like, what do you do to help you connect into that? Is that prayer? Is that yoga? Is that meditation? Is that going for a walk in nature? Going and laying on the grass, hugging a tree? Like, whatever you need to do to, like, tune in to your higher self and create that connection and, you know, allow the, like, messages and the guidance and everything to come through, whatever that looks like. Like, there is no right or wrong. It's just do it for you because you love yourself and you're worthy and you're good and you're ready. And it's new moon in Cancer, man, and I'm a moon sign Cancer. Like, I fucking take it for a loop, and I'm usually pretty good, but I had to like disconnect and go back into my own. And you know, what do I really want out of life, and where am I going, and what am I ready for, and what am I not ready for, and like taking a leap and speaking my truth, and you know. And then leadership, like, trust yourself, make those choices to lead your own life because you love yourself and you're tuned in. So those are those. And now for the Romax Studios deck. So these ones are always really interesting as well. I can even feel, actually. We're going to pull a tarot card too. It's a new deck, but they keep speaking to me. And it's so funny because when Mel was reading me the other day, she pulls them out and she's like, doo, 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 doo. And then she just gave them to me because she's like, I never read anybody but you with these cards. Like, whoop. Alright. Okay. So first off, our message from Spirit. I totally got mucked up the last time too, and it was the fifth element, not the message from Spirit. This is the message from Spirit card. Our message from Spirit this week. Transformation is upon you. How you choose to respond is yours. Spirit is showing you the beauty in the destruction. What isn't meant to be will no longer be. Let go of attachments and ego if you've pulled this card. Cut the cord. Cut the cord from the past. I feel this one. Like, and then these guys, they were in reverse. So disconnects. This here is your throat chakra in the air element. So intellect, right? Speak truth. Where you at? What do you want? Speak truth. Take leadership, right? Like, you're the leader. You got to be able to speak truth and use your mind and your intelligence to help you speak that truth, to get your message across, because, you know, you are meant to be heard and you're meant to be listened to and you're meant to be respected and understood, and it's safe for you to speak your truth. Okay? And then this one is our esoteric astrology, and we have a cardinal sign in Aries, fire sign, okay, like fucking fire, passion, and it says, rushing in with haste creates a chaos you didn't intend. Collateral damage is inevitable here if your actions cannot back up your words. So really getting intentional and tuning in, like, what exactly is it that you want, and speaking your truth, like, and there is no rush, you know, there is no rush. And there were two that jumped out very, very excitedly. And this one, we have a Capricorn, which is an earth sign. And Capricorns are work. So being very mindful, right? Another cardinal sign. Ambition only works when action is taken to forward the goal, out of your head and into reality to realize the accomplishment. So this too really backs up that spirituality card, right? Like bringing it into alignment. Like you can think about it, right? Like what we think is what we manifest, but what actions are you taking to get there? Like, are you just talking about doing all of the work, or are you actually doing the work? Like, are you know, actually going for that walk, or, you know, taking the stairs instead of the elevator? I do it too. You know, like, are you, like, really, right? Like, you can be as ambitious as you want, but if you're unwilling to take the risk and to take a leap and have faith and trust that you a divine, worthy motherfucker, and setting boundaries with yourself and others. So this is your sacral chakra. And sacral chakras are all about relationships and your fluidity and your flow, your divine masculine, your divine feminine. Like, are you honoring that? Are you acting out of a place of like shadow wounded, like pain and hurt? Or, you know, are you intentionally creating what it is that you want to create for your life and for your reality, and setting boundaries, you know, like speaking your truth, to set boundaries, to be like, hey, this is where I'm at and this is what I'm going through. And oh, hold on. Come on. Yay, okay. It paused for a second. It disconnected because it's 8 o'clock. It's okay for you to speak your truth and set boundaries so that you can get to where you want to go and where you want to be and live the life that you want, right? Like, you're the leader of your own reality and your own life. So if we're not setting boundaries, then what are we doing to support our path, right? Like, are you sitting in the driver's seat, or are you sitting in the passenger seat just being kind of like do? So another sacral, this time in the fire element, as opposed to this one was in the earth element. So grounding down, right? This is grounding down and setting your intentions, speaking your truth, like. And then this one is ignite that fire, right? So you ground down to rise up and bring the light from inside out. Remember your motherfucking worth, okay? Remember your worth. Your worth being doted on. Your worth being respected. Your worth being heard and seen and appreciated. And you know what? You got to give all of those things to yourself first. You do. I mean, it isn't an overnight thing. It takes time, right? You gotta have those pep talks in the mirror. Dance it out. Go be weird. Scream off a balcony. You know, do whatever makes your freak flag fly, because you're worthy of that. And you know what? That's awesome. And thank you for everything. You know, we get so wrapped up in what we think everything should be, or, you know, the ego of how we want it to look and like all of that. And yet it's like, you know, there's being the creator of your own reality. And then there's setting those intentions, being the creator, and allowing the space for the universe to rise up and meet you. Oh, and we've got another sacral. So all the sacral work, right? Healing that womb space, that pelvic bowl, your mother-father wounds, you know, like, let all that shit go. We all got them. We all got them. They're just in a different way, in a different light, in a different experience for this person, that person, right? Except this one is in the water element. And open up to feel what surrounds you and the beauty within. So allow those emotions to flow. Allow those feelings to be released, whether that's rage or sadness or pain or disgust or, whatever that emotion is that is coming through that wants to be let go. Like, you gotta let it go. Because holding it in just keeps you where you're at. You gotta flow like the river, man. Just be a waterfall. It's all good. I've been told that I'm super emotional, and I'm like, okay, wait. I'm a crab. Yep. Whoa. I'm emotional. But I'm also the lion. And then I'm the Capricorn. And a little bit of a Scorpio. And, I'm learning and starting to look at, my birth chart and stuff. And it's really interesting to look at and see where all the little things are and the this and the that. And as I'm, reading it, and I'm, laughing. Because I'm like... Nope. That's me. So, alright, our last card. Okay, I'm going to draw it at this. Our last card is a fucking Cancer. Can't make this shit up, guys. Oh my god. Okay, alright, yeah. So, Cancers in the 4th house. Okay. And... like I said, I'm a Cancer moon, and so, I get it. We are emotional. We're all the things, and says, I nurture family, self, heritage, and environment. So, this goes back to that self-love, guys. This is this, okay? Honor, nurture. You're worthy. You are so divinely worthy of nurturing and loving yourself and believing in everything that you want and, do the work. It really is. You can, I get it. I have to do the same thing with my own self because it really... it's shifting out of a belief that we need to put everybody above ourselves to validate our worthiness. We validate our worthiness by loving ourselves first and then sharing that with the world. I say all the time, I'm the lighthouse, and not everybody understands it, and that's okay. Not everybody sees the grounded, I can be quiet and very maybe not so much monotone, because I don't think this bitch has ever been monotone. But I've had a lot of people tell me that as much as I'm a very bright, radiant, out there, I'm also very grounded and very safe. And so I really appreciate that because, yeah, at the end of the day, it's about honoring both sides of you and nurturing both sides of you. Every single human being has masculine and feminine energy, I keep coming back to that. Everybody wants to, everybody's talking about law of attraction. Okay, well, yeah, law of attraction is actually a fucking thing, all right? I true motherfucking story, have lived it. Law of attraction, right? You set your intentions. I've gotten exactly what I've asked for. I've manifested, I manifested my apartment. I manifested my job. I manifested a motherfucking Tim Hortons cup, okay? Took me a year and a half, but it did it. Thank you, Bruce. But, law of attraction, well, are you feeding into and being intentional with what you're putting out there? Or are you just willy-nilly just doing whatever and not even thinking about it? Because at the end of the day, if you want to change what's coming back to you, you got to change the you. You got to change yourself. You got to give yourself an upgrade. Like, you gotta pimp your ride, like, and do that in whatever way looks amazing and speaks to you, you know? Like, there is no right or wrong. And so do that and nurture that and love that, you know? Like, I mean, it took me a long time. I've always been wild and wacky and out there and weird and everything. And, you know, I turned it off for a lot of years to try and fit in. Well, turned it off as best as I could. And, you know, molded and conformed myself to try and be what I thought everybody else wanted me to be. And, you know, like, I had tons of friends and I went out all the time and this and that and everything else. And you know what? I want to know how many of them are actually still around? Not very many. And I'm okay with that because it's changing and it's shifting and it's, you know, I still love everybody and I have no hard feelings. You know, I am letting go of the pain of the past, and sometimes people just move on and go down different roads. And, you know, I mean, there's some of them I know that I could still pick up the phone tomorrow and need them and call them or like want to talk to them and stuff like that, and I could, and, you know, all of these things. And it's like, stop feeling guilty for doing the things that you need to do for you, because this is your reality and it's time for you to take the reins and be the leader and trust. Like, cut the cords, right? Cut the cords. Okay? I love you guys. Nurture yourselves. Love yourselves. I will see you next Monday. I'm actually kind of really liking this. I hope you guys do as well. Definitely drop me a comment if there is anything, if you wanted to do a one-on-one, or if there was something specific that you wanted me to touch base on. Oh, I didn't even, you know what? We'll do these next time. That's okay. I gotta go get ready for work. So have an amazing, wonderful day. Have a fabulous week. Use this Cancerian moon energy to like really honor and cherish and embody that divine feminine to help nurture and support the divine masculine of the creation that you're calling into your reality. You guys are all wonderful and amazing. I love you. Mwah! Take care and have a great day, guys.